Alright, welcome to another walkthrough. If you're here, I assume you have figured out how to make it back to Hirata Estate for a second go-around with all new mini-bosses. Like this one. This is Lone Shadow Masanaga, the Spear Bearer. Let's go over his moveset, because he's really tough to deal with. So let's start by his spin kicks. He will jump up and do 2, 3, 4 spin kicks, which will lead into his first unblockable, which is a loaded sidekick. You can tell because he's leading with the right leg, and that'll be followed by 4 consecutive spin kicks. Sometimes he leads with the other leg. That isn't going to go this 4 spin, but he does like to do this loaded sidekick right after that. You can dodge it or do the Mikiri counter, which leads us to the other main kick he does. He does an aerial slam kick. Easy to dodge, and if he misses it, he goes right into his low sweep. If it hits, he doesn't go into his low sweep, but it's really easy to knock him out of that low sweep. You can see I just hit him. I rarely ever see it. Now another move you're going to see often is that slash attack. You just dodge across to the right, and if you do all that and pretty well stay your distance from him, you should be fine. One of the most important things about this fight is do not let him blow his whistle. You will see him dodge backwards and bring his hand to his face. You need to throw shuriken right then every time, and you need to not ever miss that, because if he calls his dogs, you have 4 enemies instead of 1. A 1-on-1 fight, you can win. A 4-on-1 fight, kind of hard. As you can see, I shuriken him every time he does it. It's not that hard to keep up with it, and if you stay on him, you won't run out of shuriken before you defeat him. But yeah, it's very similar to all the Lone Shadow ninjas that you come into contact with. He does not have a poison attack. Some of them do. But he does have a whistle, and that thing is way worse than a poison attack, in my opinion. Do not ever let him use it. But yes, as you can see, he doesn't have that many attacks. They're all very similar. He likes to kick. He likes to slash. If you can avoid those, you'll do fine. I believe in you. I'll meet back with you at the end. Actually, right there is one of those low sweep kicks where he actually connects. As you can see, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so even if you don't get to slap him and knock him out of it, you still won't suffer too badly. Ideally, what you want to do is jump over it and get a jump kick off his face for maximum posture damage. But, rule of thumb, I just like to avoid him and stay out of the fire. Just a little extra. I'll be back at the end. Okay, I told a little fib. I just wanted to point out that after this slash move he's about to do, right there, he will go directly into his low sweep. Not all the time, but that's pretty common, so keep an eye out for that and slap him in the face. When he does that, you'll be able to knock him right out of it. Additionally, aside from my getting spanked just there, I'd like to point out that he doesn't really have a stage 2. A lot of enemies in this game, as you well know, will update their moveset after the first death blow. This guy doesn't, which is a good thing, because if you can telegraph the 4 or 5 moves that he does regularly, you should be able to whip him no problem. As long as you remember to throw shuriken to keep that whistle out of his mouth, you should be fine. Okay, one last note, I promise. I would recommend that you don't run past him and go find the next idol sculpture, because getting back to him from that way is really difficult. I would find your way into Hirata Estate using the Buddha at the dilapidated temple and let that be your spawn point. Also, if you're worried about the flames, you can use some dousing powder That'll make it easier, or some red gourd. And you can get the red gourd from this guy inside of a barrel right inside Hirata Estate. Just some final notes. Enjoy the rest of the fight. And there's the final death blow. This was the hardest mini-boss for me so far. How was it for you? Let me know in the comments. I hope you learned something. Hope you're entertained. Thank you so much for watching.